Good morning, Jets. Please listen up to a few morning announcements. Today is Wednesday, and here at Charles Hart Middle School, every day will ensure a safe, challenging, and inspiring educational experience for all. Our mission is leading change, challenging minds, transforming lives. I want to give a big happy birthday shout out to a new student who enrolled yesterday, and yesterday was his birthday. Big happy birthday shout out to Tyrell Clark. He celebrated his birthday on yesterday, September 7th, and celebrating their birthday on today, September the 8th, Taiwan Davis. So if you know Tyrell, you know Taiwan, tell them happy birthday. All right, Jets. Couple of reminders. Well, first, let's go ahead and do our morning uniform check. Make sure you have on the appropriate gear. And just to talk about appropriate gear, like you see this shirt Principal Strickland is rocking, it's okay. You can wear your Hart Middle School gear as well to school, in addition to your polo shirt. So you're like, well, how do I get Hart Middle School gear? Well, one, if you're on your best sewing behavior, you'll be earning live school points from your teachers, and you can use those points to purchase swag when we open up our school store. So make sure you're on your best behavior so you can earn points. Another way to get Hart Middle School swag is purchase it. So we have our green hoodies from last year that are still super fresh. You can purchase those from the main office. They cost $25. All right. We're still in week 2. I want us to not get comfortable. And what I mean by get comfortable, ladies and gentlemen, we are still in the middle of a pandemic. And you all need to be consistently washing your hands, using hand sanitizer, wiping down your workspaces to and from, so that we, of course, can maintain our health and safety here at the school. Make sure you're sitting in the assigned seat that your teacher provided for you, and you're sitting in your designated lunch space, so that in case anything ever happens, we know exactly where all of our students have been at all times. So students, we have these safety precautions in place for a very important reason. Let's continue to adhere to them. So, a few more announcements. All right. Students who are signed up for After School All-Stars, at 3:15, you will report directly to the cafeteria. Do not go outside. Because if you go outside, that means you're going home. And we're not going to let students in and out of the building. So at 3:15, go directly to the cafeteria if you're signed up for our After School program. There'll be no cheer practice today. So cheerleaders, go home at 3:15. Or if you're in aftercare, you'll go right downstairs in the cafeteria. Also, don't forget, if you want to play soccer, please sign up for DC Scores. If you're interested, please see Miss Abel in the 7th grade and Miss Fitch on the 8th grade team if you're interested in being a part of our DC Scores soccer team. There'll be no football game today, so we're taking a little time getting ourselves together so that we can have an amazing season. So no football game today. All of our middle school football games have been pushed back 1 week. So be ready next week for us to get back on that football field and compete. Also, if you're in need of a sports physical, this means any physical, if you plan to cheer, play soccer, run track, do football, basketball, you must have an up-to-date physical. Now, this is separate from your shots. This is where a doctor must see you every single year to make sure you are medically cleared to participate in the activity. So we'll have somebody here on site this Thursday at 4 p.m. to do physicals. The cost is $25. So let your parents know you need $25 for your physical, and then $25 if you want a hoodie. But physicals will take place this Thursday here at Hart Middle School at 4 p.m. if you are interested. All right, students, I want you all to make sure that you're focused, that you are being attentive, that you are being prepared, because of course, this is school. This is your job, and we want you all to do well. Those of you who are taking the RI test today, buckle down. Get focused and show exactly what you know. And then, seventh graders, we're going off to have a little fun today. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Attention parents, this is a very important message for you. We have a major update to our COVID-19 safety precautions. Now, all students will now automatically be enrolled in our testing program that supports our asymptomatic, symptomatic, and close contact testing protocol. It is a new saliva-based PCR test. So it's not the nasal swab, but students are going to hold a small funnel valve and it's going to collect the saliva, and they will be able to test to see if your child or any child in our school has COVID-19. Now, this is very important because this added layer of precaution will, of course, not only protect the health and wellness of our schools and our communities, but allows us to continue to have in-person learning. So parents, if you want to opt out of your child being tested for COVID-19, you must complete the form that was sent home to you. So it was sent via email and it'll be sent home with your student as well. Our testing date for Hart Middle School will be this Wednesday. Yes, this Wednesday. So our capture rate is we're going to try to test 10% or more of our student population. That way we can get an accurate sample of any possible COVID-19 cases in our building. So parents, if you want your child to opt out of testing, you must return the form. If not, they will be automatically enrolled in our testing process. And remember, this is not the nasal swab test. This is a saliva-based PCR where your child will drool into a little small valve, and they'll use that collection to determine if your child or any child in our building has COVID-19. So your child is going to watch a video, and I'll share with you as well that talks about the entire collection process so that you're aware of what that process will look like. And remember, our testing day for Charles Hart Middle School will be this Wednesday. If you have any other questions, please reach out to me and we can support you with whatever information that you need. Have a great day.
Hello, and welcome to Shield T3's COVID-19 collection site. You will be required to provide a saliva sample in a designated area. The process is quick and easy. However, before we get started, there are a few rules you must follow. Please practice social distancing. Wear your mask at all times, except when providing sample. Sanitize your hands before and after your sample is given. And lastly, it is very important not to eat, drink anything, chew gum, smoke, or use mouthwash within 60 minutes of the test. Here are examples of other rejected samples. You will have to repeat the test if your tube looks like this. If you do any of these things, your sample could be rejected. Now that we have this all covered, let's jump on in on how to take the test. You will begin by sanitizing your hands. Next, you will pick up a collection tube and funnel from your test administrator. If your collection site requires you to write the month and day of your birthday on the tube, please do so away from the barcode. You will walk over to a trash can to begin giving your sample. Begin by unscrewing the cap off of the collection tube. Next, attach the funnel securely to the tube by pushing the funnel's small end into the tube. Pull your mask down and drool slowly into the tube. Whatever you do, do not spit or try to push bubbles down the funnel into the tube. What happens if your mouth is dry and you are having a hard time giving a sample? Try one of these tips. Gently rub the outside of your cheeks to produce saliva. Try making a chewing motion with your mouth. Think about your favorite foods. And believe it or not, you can even try yawning. Check the tube to make sure you have 1 to 1.5 milliliters of saliva in the tube. Next, you will remove the funnel and throw it away in the biohazard waste receptacle. Securely screw the cap back onto the tube. Remember, it is not a push-on cap. Use a sanitized wipe or towel to clean the tube and your hands one last time. You will either place the tube into a small bag your test administrator will provide you and seal the bag, or you will give the tube to the test administrator to be scanned and placed into a rack. The test administrator will check if it's a good sample or a bad sample. If it's a bad sample, you will have to repeat steps 1 through 9. Thank you for viewing this short video. Have a great day.
What was it like?
It was terrifying.
It was terrifying, but you did it, and you went first. Shout out to you. Woo! What was it like?
Fun.
It was fun? All right, pull your mask up for me.
Was it scary?
Yeah. It was scary?
Yeah, it felt like you fall.
Go Taylor! You're doing so good. Okay, Jayla. Was it hard, Jayla?
Like the little squiggly parts.
The squiggly ones were hard? Good job. You made it all the way to the top.
This is how legends are made.